This is gonna rub a lot of people the wrong way. Hate that I'm doing this, but really, we're gonna jump into why Stephen A. Smith has just been rubbing me the wrong way. Welcome to Top of the Dome, a product of the authentic take. Let's jump into this right this second.
Authentic take, the real, no fake. Authentic take, yeah, the real, no fake. Top of the dome where the plays get cracked. Chisney and cigars keep the game on track. Authentic take, y'all better tap in. No fluff, straight facts, no capping.
Well, to me, ever since Stephen A. Smith got into it with LeBron on the court, you've seen the viral clips. I just really think Stephen A. Smith has gone downhill in any of his productions on First Take, on his podcast. I just think he's just like going off the script, or he's just like losing his mind a little bit, or just like forgetting to bring it back home, like the center himself and his production. I just think he's being a little weird. First of all, I just thought it was really weird that when he was going on his little tirade about LeBron, the fact that he said that he does not like LeBron, that's just crazy. Like, as an analyst or a sports writer, you're not supposed to have personal feelings about these guys. These guys are professional athletes, superstars that you're just critiquing their play. And I thought that was kind of weird. It's like, why do we care about your personal feelings about LeBron James? It kind of went further along. Not that I'm the biggest LeBron James fan, but I was just kind of like, I don't blame LeBron for doing the little weirdo stuff he was doing, like not going on First Take, but going on the Pat McAfee show that's on the same network, ESPN. I kind of was like, all right, I get it, because Stephen A. Smith was just acting like really weird, and he's just been doing some off the wall stuff that I just can't get behind and support, because I do like Stephen A. Smith, but he's just been doing weird stuff. And some other things that I'm going to list. I don't like how, when they're doing their morning hellos on First Take and everything, like he critiques everybody's wardrobe on the show. Like I know it's his show, but it's like he just critiques everybody. He goes, "Hey, you finally, wore something nice, and I appreciate that." And then like he'll go to like someone else, like maybe a Dan Orlowski, uh, like, and be like, "Come on, Dan, you could have like wore a tie for the show and all stuff like that." And I just feel like these people are contributing to your show, like although they're paid. Like, why do you have to humiliate these people? I just think it's weird. Like, the thing with Dan Orlowski, like he always cracks on him about being cheap, like that he took a cheaper flight or he took a red eye, like for the cost. And it's just like not everybody's making like 100 million like you. And I just think like, you were low on the totem pole before. Like, would you have want this done to you? I think it's really weird, and honestly, I bet you that's a lot of the reason that Molly Qerim or whatever, the reason why she's not there. She probably just got sick of it, because he would always make remarks to her, kind of sometimes like about her weight, which was like weird. It's like she looks fit and stuff, and she wears like very like nice things, and it was just kind of weird to a certain point. And this is one of always the reasons that I'm just like, it's kind of cringe watching it. Like it's like watching someone get made fun of, and it's like, but you're not there. Yeah, I don't know. It just is weird, and I'm not a fan of him doing that. And Stephen A. Smith is hosting, and it is on First Take to just make sports critiques, and I always enjoy those as long as he doesn't go too overboard with them to where they don't make sense. But he's always bringing up self-serving things when it's about First Take, it's not about Stephen A. Smith, and he's bringing up, "Oh, I'm on, Law& and Order SVU and, got an acting scene," and, like, he's all, like, always wanted to be on that show, and I'm just, like, sitting there going, "No one gives a crap. We want the next segment. Hopefully, it's not about the Lakers or the Cowboys," which it usually always is, but he always goes on about his acting gigs and the fact that he has a recurring role on General Hospital, and you look at the acting and it's like, you're only on there because you're a big name, man. It's not for your acting, brick. But it's just weird. He's always bringing up self-serving things. I don't know how that boosts the ratings for First Take. But obviously, I'm not educated in that situation, so maybe I'm wrong. But I just think it's weird, and a lot of the things he does are like self-serving, and it always comes back to him, and I think that's really weird. Maybe that's just me. And one annoying thing that is just like repetitive that he always does is the fact that he always brings up, he's like, when the NBA finals come, your boy Stephen A. Smith wants to be in Southern California or somewhere in Miami. He says this stuff and it's like, no one cares where you want to be. We just want the best matchup, and we want to hear the odds or what you guys think of, like, hey, this might be a good matchup. These guys might make it. Not where he wants to be in hot weather so he can be the center of attention as he walks courtside. I always laugh at the clip where he's walking through the court and he's like shaking the security guy's hand like he's somebody. Like, he is somebody, but it's just like, bro, like, get out of here. But I just think it's weird. It's just like no one cares where you want to be, and you're from New York and it's cold a lot, so we get it. You like the sun, but just stop saying crap like that. No one cares. And lastly, I mean, it just seems like he's been getting into it with everybody lately. Like the one pass I will give him is with Jason Whitlock. I just can't stand that guy because I mean he used to talk crap about like Kobe, all his career, and then when he passes away, he wants to like kiss his ass and everything, and he's just a hypocrite. Just no one watches him. Apparently, he's getting some tread right now, but and Stephen A. Smith attacked him. I was like, okay, I could get that. When Stephen A. Smith rebuts to Matt Barnes, former NBA um, player that hosts the podcast, All the Smoke with Steven Jackson, like it's funny because he knows Matt Barnes' reputation, and if you want to be on a podcast and talk shit about him, you better be ready to say that when you see him because he's known for whooping people's asses. And I respect him for that because, he takes care of business. And the funny thing is he goes, Matt Barnes, I'm going to tell you right now, you got me all the way fucked up, respectfully. And he threw respectfully in there. You know it because he just knew Matt Barnes was going to track his ass down and whoop the shit out of him. So that's funny. It's like you're telephone tough guy. Like, I just think that's funny. It's like, come on, man. It's like, I know you want clicks and everything for your extra shows, like your Sirius XM shows and your Stephen A. Smith podcast, Straight Shooter or whatever. But I think you should just put your daughter back on there because she was kind of more entertaining than you. But just Stephen A. Smith, just stop writing checks that your ass can't cash, basically. I just I think you're doing like all this stuff because I think you're running out of things to say. You're not as just like off the top of the dome, shameless plug like you used to be. And my opinion of something you should do, and I think this could just let you calm down a little bit so you actually have a good team around you. You need to poach Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp from where they're at now. I know Shannon Sharp had that controversy. Bring them both back on First Take. Like, because the way I do is I watch First Take, but then I watch the Gridiron Arena where Skip Bayless is on. And I think that's, a real up and coming show. And then the other one is Nightcap with, Shannon Sharp and Chad Ochocinco Johnson. So I think that's off topic, but Stephen A. Smith, I think he's like kind of falling off the cliff here. And I think he needs to kind of reset and stop being a punk. But that's my opinion. Make sure you drop your opinion in the comments. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. This has been the Top of the Dome.
Authentic tape. The real, no fake. Authentic tape. Yeah, the real, no fake. Top of the dome where the plays get cracked. Chisney and cigars keep the game on track. Authentic take, y'all better tap in. No fluff, straight facts, no capping.